Like we got some nice NFL trap remix theme song playing right now. Let people get in here. Once I see this this viewer count get up here a little bit. Like Wosie's in here. Okay, love to see it. All right. Slowly but surely, everyone will start making their way in.
Gotta make sure I got low power mode on here.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know how much this is gonna take.
I just went over to Austin's stream and he has Andy Dalton currently. He likes to troll me with like in our game that he beat me in the playoffs. He put Andy Dalton in, was running like read options with him and stuff.
Oh,
he was just trolling me.
What, at the end when it was?
Yeah, when it got out of hand.
Okay.
All right, looks like we got 5 people in here. That will be enough for me to get the formal part of this thing underway here. So ladies and gentlemen, we've got production value. So I just want to ask, who is ready for the Better League Super Bowl? Who is ready? Like, who's ready? Ben, are you ready?
Hey, Cody Youngson, I'm ready.
Like, listen, we've got your boy Cody Youngson over here. Like, we're going to be doing the play-by-play. We've got True to ATL Rise Up, our boy Ben Tennant, with a little color commentary on the side. I hope you guys are ready. Let's get a little, like, maybe just lead in with a few intro, before game, pre-game comments on how we think this might go. I'll lead us off here. So, you know, obviously we know everyone that's from BL has been here a while, which I think is a good portion of the league. No Austin, no Dan. Their first season back in the league, their first full season, and they're both in the playoffs. They're both in the Super Bowl. Pretty incredible, but I mean, nothing short of what we should expect. We know they're both elite level users, and I'm excited for a good game. I think a lot of people are expecting a shootout, but personally, I think it might be a defensive battle. These are two guys that have played each other a lot, the same as me and Austin, and me and Dan have played each other a lot. So a lot of times we know what the other person is going to do. So it becomes this really defensive chess match. So I think that's personally what I think. Austin posted that poll. I'm going for the under on 63. I'm voting for the under on that instead of the over. And personally, I've got Austin winning this one. I think he's fired up. I think he's ready to go. From playing him, I know his DBs, his 2 DBs that he has that have abilities are just a problem to deal with. His ability, I mean, those DBs, just like you throw the ball and they glue to the receivers, it seems like. So that's what I think. Ben, well, what are your thoughts here?
Yeah, no, I think it's funny that you say that because I know both you and I have been playing with these two guys for a while. But definitely you guys, I know have played a good bit more. I mean, I look back at the Week 17 matchup, which I think was something like 51-44 with Dan coming out on top. I really think, yes, these teams both definitely know each other, but they also are both elite at moving the ball through the air. And Austin also with that really explosive rushing attack as well. I'm expecting a high-scoring game here. I really am. But I think a tight one for sure the whole way through.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I it's going to be a great game. You've got Austin Austin and Dan, who are both love to air the ball out. Austin probably is a little bit more balanced and not afraid to run the ball. Dan, I think Dan's a sling. Dan likes to sling the rock. He's not afraid to not run the ball like at all. But listen, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's time to get this game underway shortly. Let me send the opponents here a message and tell them it's go time. And we'll get Austin's stream pulled up here. We'll get Austin's stream pulled up here for everybody, and so we can get this thing underway. So, ladies and gentlemen, here we are. It looks like he's trolling me a bit here. Oh, okay, now he's backing out that I said it's go time. Oh, looks like we got a comment here from the Jaguars camp. It says, we've worked all year for this. We've got a great game plan for tonight. Extraordinarily grateful to compete on the biggest stage of the better league. Like, that's coming from the coach of the Jacksonville Jaguars. So you love to hear it. Nothing from the Cardinals camp. Sounds like they're just focused and locked in. They don't want to talk about too much. They just want to get to work and go to business.
Yeah, and that's typical Austin Raposa style right there. All business.
All business
no
for
play.
sure. All business for sure. All right, it looks like the invite's going out right now, ladies and gents. So we will be very soon on the gridiron here, folks. I don't know about you guys. I'm fired up. Yeah, this is going to be a great matchup. There's just really no way around it. It's going to be an amazing matchup. And I'm pumped. Cody, Ocho says I have a lot of I have a lot of followers. You're right. That's because I'm the GOAT streamer, and I'm not afraid to say it. Here we go. Looks like we got both opponents here. We've got Austin. We've got Dan. They're ready. They are. Looks like Dan maybe is just fooling around on his menu, or both. Maybe they're exchanging pleasantries via text. Yeah, look, I may or may not be in a group text with these brothers, and I just have some inside source here, and they've just exchanged pleasantries, and they're ready to go. Yo, Ocho with the sub. I appreciate that. Thank you, my man. Let's go, baby.
That's really something that these two, I think are they from the same city, same town? Is that right, Cody?
They are neighbors actually. So they are literally they grew up next to each other. So these guys have a long history, very long history of being together. Dan's a little bit younger than Austin, but yeah, they grew up with each other.
It's pretty unique for to see two teams meet in the Super Bowl and be exchanging. Good luck, have fun through text, just because they, obviously know each other, have each other's number. It's kind of unique to BL, but pretty special at the same time.
Definitely. We've got a couple like subscribers coming through. Looks like Wozy, Ocho, Wozy, Alex with some subs, some resubs. Listen, I appreciate you guys. The game is underway. Looks like everyone is heading out of the tunnel right now, or the game, they're getting ready to head out of the tunnel. I'm excited. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It is your Better League 22 Super Bowl. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. I'm fired up. All right. Looks like the Cardinals are going to get the ball first. I'm not sure who won the coin toss there. I didn't catch it, but looks like the Cardinals are going to be receiving this ball. And here we go. This game is underway. McKenzie takes it from the goal line. Gets a great return to open this game up. Takes it all the way to the 30.
One thing I tell you both of those teams notice on the very first plays of the game is the wind. And it looks like it's not going to be a significant factor, but it could be a factor.
I love it. Kyler Murray lines up, RPO. Oh no, a risky throw, and it looks like it's going to be the pass rushing Josh Allen to return this for a pick six. A tough decision out of Kyler Murray right there in Austin. That's one that he's going to want back for sure. What a way to start this game, ladies and gentlemen.
An absolute game changer to bring it out on defense for the Jaguars. That's huge going forward.
I mean, that's bananas. I would not have expected that. I don't think any of us would have expected that to open this game. I think he had, he saw the the edge there. He didn't have the edge, and so he went to the RPO and did not. You know, that was just a tough play. Big hole here. He's gonna get a little sticky here on Dan, but ultimately just gets to about the 35-yard line. Let's see if he can recoup. Austin's a pretty level, focused guy. He typically doesn't let things unravel, so I think he'll lock back in here. Making some adjustments here. Maybe just trying to throw Dan off. Looks like we're going to dive up the middle. David Johnson tries to break one tackle, but then's brought down right away for a 3-yard gain.
Yeah, that inside zone, that's going to be a big play for the Jaguars to be able to defend on a regular basis in this game going against David Johnson.
Looks like we're switching to play here. He's got the out route right over top the linebacker that's guarding the flat there. And looks like he's going to be about 3 yards short of the first down, but really an optimal position to be in, you know, for a third down here. It's like Kyler, looks like Austin's ultimately going to stick the inside zone. Oh, that's going to be close, ladies and gentlemen. That's going to be close. Looks like they give it to him. You know, surprise we're not seeing a measurement out of the refs here, but looks like early in the game, the refs are just going to go ahead and give him the first down.
A nice spot, generous spot. Let's see if they can take advantage.
Goes for another out route. Looks like the DB was maybe going to jump that, but plays it a little bit poorly and picks up the first down. Looks like Austin attacking the out routes here early, attacking the DBs, playing off coverage. Kyler Murray dropping back. Looks like he has his running back. He sees him. Tries a hurdle. Little bit risky there. Little bit risky, but I love the play, trying to, you know, see if he can catch Dan in like a low hit stick there. Love the play. Luckily, he doesn't fumble because that could have been catastrophic.
Definitely. Looking for the big play early. You got to love it.
Going to another inside zone here. Gets caught up on his blockers, but ultimately looks like he gets about 4 or 5 yards there. It's going to be... 4-yard gain, 2nd and 6 here. Austin dialing up a really nice drive after just a horrible way to start the game.
And that's something I think is going to be huge on these first down runs because both of these teams are great throwing the ball.
Oh, he's got B wide open and he sees him. Touchdown, Hakeem Butler. That's 6. What a great response to throwing a pick 6. Just takes an absolute monster drive down the field to tie this bad boy up. And Dan's offense hasn't even seen the field yet, and we're halfway through the first quarter.
Major bust in coverage there by the Jaguars, something they can't let happen on a consistent basis.
I agree. That kick is going to go straight out of the end zone. Maybe a little help with the wind there, and I'm not sure Austin's kicker has maybe a bit of power leg there as well. But looks like we'll see our first action of Dan and the David Carr-led Jaguars here. So excited to see how this team responds to this game being tied up now. He's going to open it up with a halfback draw, and oh my goodness, the blocking was incredible. And who was it that saved him there? I couldn't tell if it was a linebacker, DB, or a safety, but someone looks like that was a DB right there, maybe a safety with a big stop there.
Love that opening look from Dan coming out with David Carr calling all kind of audibles and just a simple run up the middle with Nick Chubb. That's nice on first down.
Oh, yeah, I think that's something you're going to see all day long with these guys is just a lot of window dressing. You know, very Andy Reid-esque looks, if you will, just making you think they're going to do a bunch of different stuff, and they might just hit you with something simple, or they might hit you with something complicated. David Carr looks like he's going to hand it off again. Maybe not a lot of room this time. Nick Chubb finds a way to get a couple, though. Looks like it might have been, 4 yards. So this will be 2nd and 6 here. Really a good run there, I think, by Chubb. That looked like it was going to be a lot less than 4 yards, but he was able to set the edge there and grab a couple.
Yeah, you can see that Arizona defense trying to protect that outside. Even though Chubb's a power back, he can burn you out there.
Yeah. Looks like it's going to be our first pass out of Derek Carr here. Not a ton of people open. He's got the flat. He's going to hit it, but he might have stepped out of bounds. Oh, no. Just a very low awareness play there. Oh, they didn't count him out of bounds, actually. I would actually, I don't know. If I'm Austin on that one, it's the first half. I'm not too worried about my timeouts. I would have pressed pause and see if the game will let me challenge that, even though we all know Madden's a little bit bad on that. He's going to hit the flat. A very risky throw right there. Almost got taken to the house, if you ask me. That's incomplete, and we'll see what Dan chooses to do here. It looks like he's going to be aggressive.
And that's something that you call there, knowing that you're going to go for it on 4th down.
Austin looks like he's going to play a little aggressive here, try to get some heat. Didn't get as much pressure as he's hoped. There's that DB, but can't find him. OBJ down the field for a massive touchdown on 4th and 3. That can honestly be a game-changing type play right there. What a gutsy call, and what a way to execute for the Jacksonville Jaguars.
What a beautiful throw by Carr, just on that deep post to OBJ, right over the shoulder. And on 4th down, no less. You saw this happen in his last game against the Patriots for the Jaguars. Dan taking big, deep shots on 4th downs.
Kickoff just goes to just about the 25. Looks like they're going to mark it at the 24-yard line. Try to make something happen, but the defenders really swarmed to the ball carrier there. David Johnson's going to get a lot of room. If he can make one defender miss here, this might be an issue. Oh, goodness. He's trying to hunt him down.
And that's a play on defense that you don't like to make, but you have to protect the 6.
He hits the flat. Indy Isabella. He's going to pick up about 9, it looks like, right there. 2nd and 1. So another just really efficient drive here. You know, one big play, and now he's, knocking on the door again. It's going to come out. Looks like he's got wide, but he feels the pressure a little bit, felt that pocket closing, and Josh Allen making another big play with a sack right there to make it 3rd and 5 instead of 3rd and short.
Huge play by Josh Allen, because it looked like he was about to take off with Kyler, but Allen fast enough to get there before that happened.
Yeah, Houston, this is the Giants league. All right, big 3rd and 5 right here. I know Austin would love to respond and tie this game up. Let's see what happens. Doesn't have risky throw. Did Akeem Butler get his feet in? No, it doesn't look like it.
Oh, man, that was tight.
That was a tough throw. Great. Hakeem Butler couldn't make the play. Looks like he'll take his 3. The kick is up, and the kick is good. 14-10 as we are nearing the end of the first quarter here. All right, looks like Dan's gonna come out in a gun look here. I like when he came out in a little bit of single back last drive. So we'll see. We'll see if he starts to get a little too pass heavy. I think he had a nice mix of run pass. He's gonna go down to Chubb in the flat, maybe get about 3 or 4 yards there. I think. Yeah, about 2nd and 6.
And for a guy who airs it out as much as Dan is, he's very patient at just taking these checkdowns when they're open. Something that he stressed to me before the playoff game against the Patriots, how, if he's got that short route, he's going to take it more often than not.
Yeah, some of the best Madden players would tell you should take your check down before anything else. You should always be checking those check downs. If you have them, take the safe check down instead of a risky deep throw. He's got his tight end on the corner. It was a really bad throw by Derek Carr and almost a really good play by the DB. I'm not sure who that, maybe, is that Chandler Jones, maybe?
I think it's Byron Jones.
Byron Jones, that's what it is. Byron Jones, yes. Ben is co-commentating. All right, big 3rd and 6 here. This would be a big stop for the Cardinals. Shuts down a lot of the field with that user. He's about to get sacked. Derek Carr gets it off, but can only get it to the flat. It looks like he's going to be 2 or 3 yards short.
And I think a great play defensively and a good decision offensively there to check it down and give Chubb a chance to at least try and break for a first.
Grant with the return picks up about 10, maybe a little less than 10. Looks like Austin's going to stay in this gun. He's been been working mainly out of the gun so far, and really, it's worked well for him. So you can't judge the call to continue to come out in this. Looks like he's going to switch his play up a bit. I don't know if it was a motion or an audible, but we'll see where it comes from here. Ooh, okay. Just a tough throw right there. The user started to cut that off, the linebacker, and Kyler, I think, tried to lead Hakeem Butler there, but all it did was just come down with an incomplete pass.
And that was a cover 4 look, but they stuck like man defense almost on that play. Nice defense for the Jags.
He shuts down Austin's look. He throws it deep over the field, and a big catch by Andy Isabella. The user linebacker had that shut down. He wanted that crosser across the field. He didn't panic. He looked over to Andy Isabella on the opposite side of the field and hits him for a big first down.
What a beautiful, beautiful read by Kyler Murray.
David Johnson up the middle for about 8 yards there. Good run, good change of pace there. He's been airing it out and then hits him with a quick inside zone. Doesn't let Dan set up his coverage or any adjustments too quick, and just hits him with a quick 8-yard run. Hits the safe little hitch route there for a first down. I really like that play. 3rd and 2, go ahead, or 2nd and 2, I think it was. Go ahead and pick up your first down, and then let's work with a new set of downs here. Dan's showing an all-out blitz look here. Looks like he might be sending heat. Yeah, we've got some pressure. Kyler tries to get away, but can't. Whitaker, I'm not sure his first name there, but Whitaker comes through on the nickel dog 3 mid or blitz. Wasn't quite a mid blitz, but was close there.
And that's Dwayne Whitaker, top draft pick in the first draft of the cycle. Great speed at the middle linebacker, and now it's superstar. Key cog for this defense.
All right, 2nd and 19. You'd love to see this Cardinals offense get a couple yards here to make this 3rd down a little bit more manageable, or at least get themselves in field goal range here, because they might have the opposite side of the wind now. He's waiting it out. A risky throw, but finds a hole, and that's an absolute dime by Kyler Murray, and a big play again by, I think that was Andy Isabella.
And when you combine the timing of these throws with Andy Isabella's speed, it just can't be stopped.
The patience on these throws by Austin and Kyler Murray is incredible. He's going to get the David Johnson flat, hit a spin to try to get out in space and get some momentum, but ultimately it's tackled at the line of scrimmage. All right, Kyler Murray drops back, hits the vert, and is that Allen Robinson? I'm not even sure. Hits the quick vert to Robinson, who breaks a tackle and picks up a couple more. He's on the 4-yard line now. This is a really great position for Austin to be in at the start of this 2nd quarter here. David Johnson, a lot of blocking. The tackle does not bring him in. His knee must have just got down before he got into the end zone, and that ball looked like it was behind him a little bit instead of stretched out. You know, if you're running back there, you need to stretch that ball out and get to the end zone.
And Cody, I don't know. That might be one that was worth challenging. We'll see.
Oh, yes. There you go. Because then a big turn of events, he's back to basically where he was before that run that we, very likely, to your point, Ben, looked like it might have been a touchdown.
And it's funny because, like you say, a lot of the times these challenges don't work, and you don't really see too many challengeable plays in Madden this year, but we've seen a couple that maybe could have gone the other way.
David Johnson with the inside zone. Great blocking by the Cardinals, and David Johnson is going to get in for 6. Great response out of the Cardinals, and, your call early here, I said this was going to be a defensive battle, but right now you were right. It's shaping up like this might be a shootout.
Yeah, and you can kind of feel both of these offenses in a bit of a rhythm. Kind of halting a little bit towards the red zone. Dan's defense may be stiffening up a little bit more down there, but the Cardinals' attack is going to keep coming at him.
DJ Chark there with the return. Gets it just short of where he would get it if he would have, if it would have been a touchback. But I think he was on the fringe of the goal line there, so had to bring it out. Jaguars coming in I form here, which I think might be they're one of their first ones of the game here. Looks like a lot of adjustments being made. Maybe this is window dressing, maybe not. Looks like it. Not going to find any space as it looked like. I think it might have been Shaq Thompson just absolutely obliterating whoever was blocking him. Gets in and then stops him for no gain there.
And that's something, when you talk about how good these two guys are at passing, when you come out in these very common run sets like that, it's easy to simplify your defense. There's a big run there.
Definitely big run by Chubb, finds a hole. Really good running there by Dan. Good run stick there, finding the hole and getting to the second level to pick up that first down on 2nd and 10. That's a good confidence builder on 2nd and 10 where you can run an inside zone and pick up a first down. That's just really good confidence for a coach. They'll go empty set here. Austin's users, Shaq Thompson, just all over the place. Looks like he got Chark over the top. All right. Looks like he picked up the first down there. I'm not sure if that was a playmaker or not, but I know Austin wouldn't complain if it even if he was.
I was just thinking that, Cody. It really did work almost exactly like one, but it didn't show with the user playmaker, so I don't think it was.
He hits the corner route, but he can't bring it in, and then could have been risky right there as that ball went almost right into the hands of the linebacker underneath, but ultimately could not bring it down, just bobbled it and went straight to the ground for an incomplete pass.
Yeah, that's a tough pass. I'm not sure who that tight end is there, but Dan's got a lot of good options to throw to, and that's probably not his top one there.
Yeah. Might even been. I don't know if 84. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was just a big old white wide receiver. I'm not sure if was it 84 that went after that because it looks like 84 is still in.
There's 84. I think it was a tight end though.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Looks like Austin's going to give him a couple different looks here. As I said, these DBs, as I said pregame, these DBs just swallow passes. That ball hits the air and they attack it, and that was key right there. That ball was in the air, and then he forced the wide receiver backwards even for a loss of 1. Big 3rd and 11 here. You'd like to see him get some yards, if anything, so it's an easier field goal. Looks like Austin's going to send a little bit of pressure, try to make him uncomfortable. Gets picked up nicely. Oh, no. Ooh. That was a tough one. Risky throw. I mean, really, like I said, the looks were there. It was one guy versus 2 receivers. But as I keep saying, these Cardinals DBs just swallow up passes. It's so hard to pass on this team. And I think this Cardinals defense is really starting to find a rhythm on how to shut down this Jaguars offense now.
Yeah, that's not the first time that in a 4th down or 3rd down situation, Dan's taking a deep shot, and it seems like Austin might be catching on a little bit.
Definitely. The Jaguars kick the field goal, and it's good, and this game is all locked up 17-17 as we have just above 5 minutes left before halftime, folks.
And Cody, I don't expect these teams to stop scoring. I think you might have a big defensive play here or there, but I expect a lot of scoring here.
I agree. Risky throw.
Oh,
goodness. The linebacker, it looks like Telvin Smith couldn't get his head around. Ultimately got a little confused, but then Whitaker came through with just a blow of a hit.
And Dwayne Whitaker really might be the biggest player on this defense today.
David Johnson, big hole. Might be just short. Might be in inches. No, they give it to him. The refs being friendly with the spots right now for the Cardinals, other than on that goal line play. Another 2nd and 10 inside zone for first down. Like I said, just a big confidence builder for a coach. He sees the deep ball, and he might have him. Kyler just throws an absolute dime to Hakeem Butler. It looked like it was going to be overthrown, but Hakeem Butler just finds that ball, brings it in, and wow, what a massive play there.
And that was Butler one-on-one with Dwayne Whitaker, who I was just raving about. Now, he's fast for a linebacker, but he can't cover Hakeem Butler. straight down the middle of the field.
Not a chance. It looks, yeah, Dan had a lot of his coverage pressed up there on the line of scrimmage, and Hakeem Butler just beat him in a foot race down the field. DJ Chark with the return, not a whole lot of space, tries to make something happen and ends up kind of burning him a bit, and he's going to be at the 21-yard line.
And going back to that touchdown, I'll tell you what, little inside info I have here. I'm fairly certain these two teams are using the same playbook. And in that playbook, you're going to see that slot wide receiver stretch the field quite a bit.
Definitely.
Just expect that here going forward.
Austin gets caught on his, that's a tough play right there. We've all been there before. For those of us that use the linebacker, which I believe is most of the league, we've all been there before. You're trying to make your adjustments. You get stuck on the D-line, and then you're just praying that the other player doesn't hit a big play. Luckily, it was just a 10-yard gain. He goes to the crosser over the middle. The DB looked like he might have a play on it, but Derek Carr with a really nice throw to get it over the DB's head to DJ Chark for a big first down again.
And that's just one of those throws Dan's thrown maybe 1,000 times where he knows he can get it right over that guy.
Definitely. Looks like Austin's going to send a little bit of heat again. O-line's going to pick it up really nice. He's got a lot of room on the right side. He had the underneath and the quick little corner route there to the sideline. He's going to pick up another first down. The Jaguars are cooking right now.
They really are. The passing game looks really good. That's going to open up the running game more.
All right, Derek Carr drops back. Nobody open. This is one you're going to want to kill. But no, Dan's feeling it. There he goes. He kills it. You know, that was a really good movement by Carr there to get out of the pocket, buy himself a little bit of time to see if a receivers get open. Maybe he had a few that were starting to run back to him, but ultimately he decided they were risky, and he was just gonna, you know, just kind of chuck that ball out of bounds and live to play another day. Goes eye for him and hits him with a play action, it looked like. Somehow gets that ball off. Oh my goodness! And DJ Chark Jr. just absolutely mosses the DB. What a play. Listen, it's the Super Bowl, folks. Players make plays, and that was incredible. This game is locked up again.
DJ Chark Jr. with a historical catch.
I mean, sometimes, listen, those one-on-one balls, we're all Madden players here. Sometimes you just got to throw them and see if your guy is going to beat the other guy. And DJ Chark won that battle today.
And that could be huge if this one winds up tight at the end.
Yeah. You know, when Austin scored, I was thinking to myself, there was a lot of time left on the clock for Dan to go down and respond. But now even Dan had a quick drive, and this could be one where, you know, where Austin could go down and kill a lot of this clock and score and go up coming in or going into half. A big throw. Kyler can't keep it in bounds there. That's going to be incomplete. You know, great point by Justin there too on that touchdown passes. Carr was mid-hit also. I mean, he was getting obliterated. Somehow got that ball off in a great spot for Chark to make a play. Just an overall, just incredible play that one was. He's going to hit David Johnson on the little angle or Texas route, if you will. He's going to pick up 3. Really smart play call, I think, there. Saw nobody over the middle. Picks up some yards to give himself a manageable third down. You know, Austin's around the 2-minute warning here. You know, I would be opposed to seeing what you have, maybe messing around a little bit and then just taking it down to the 2-minute warning for timing purposes here. But he's going to do it on the front side of the 2-minute. Not a whole lot there. He's just going to chuck it down, and that's going to get picked off. That is going to get picked off by Dre Kirkpatrick there. You know, that's one. Kyler was getting hit. There was not a whole lot there. You know, that's one of those ones that it's just kind of a punt. You might have been able to get the ball a bit deeper on a punt, but it is what it is. And it looks like the Jags are going to have a shot to score here before half.
Yeah, I agree with you, Cody. I mean, that's a shot. I mean, you can take here, but you just hate having to let it go like that.
He's got the edge. Big hole here. Chubb is going to get tackled, though. He cannot get that stiff arm down. I think Chubb has that stiff arm ability, but he couldn't get. He has yet to be able to get into some stiff arms there, but picks up 4.
Yeah, I really hope we see Dan commit with mixing up the play call. You see there at the top of the screen, 5 rushes, 15 passes. That's this Jaguars offense for you, but a big-time running back.
Sends a lot of heat. It doesn't get there, and Njoku is going to pick up, I think, what it was maybe close to 15. Looks like he's going to go a little bit up-tempo here. A bit surprising when you have 3 timeouts and still 50 yards to go here.
Yeah, agreed. You don't want to leave any time for the Cardinals on the other end, but at the same time, all these checks up here at the line of scrimmage for Carr.
Austin gets stuck on his D-line again, but he has enough rushers. He finds Beckham over the middle. Can they make a tackle? Looks like Beckham tries to get a little broken tackle there, but eventually the Cardinals swarm to him and bring him down. Another tough case there for Austin as he gets stuck on his D-line, or else that pass might not have been possible there. You probably would have cut that route off.
Yeah, and expect the Jack to take their time.
Gets stuck on him again. Hits the little curl route there and he's gonna fall just short. He's gonna go no huddle again. He likes how this is working, and he's got the defense off balance here. Goes to a run, big hole, gets stopped at the 3-yard line. Looked like it might have been the 2 or a 1, but the refs are gonna mark that at the 3. Still no timeout here. It looks like I would assume that the offense has got to be gassed, but Dan is playing very wise, and he doesn't want Austin to have any time. He's wisely going to call the timeout now. I think that's a really good call. Give your guys a breather and set yourself up, a play here to get in the end zone and go up into half. Goes to a toss, but just a great play by Murray on the edge there. Beats the fullback, I think it was, just obliterates them. When you're a fullback, you're gonna get talked to a little bit in the film room about getting beat by a DB and not locking him up on the block there. Derek Carr drops back, nobody open. Shaq Thompson just shutting down the field here. He's gonna roll out, running out of time, throws the ball out. 8 seconds left, so he's in a pretty optimal position here. You can't have another long play like that one was on second down. He's going to have to be very weary of the clock here because, at worst, he's going to want to get 3 here. I don't think Dan will be aggressive if he doesn't get the touchdown here. I really don't. I think he'll take us 3. He's going to go inside zone. Oh, Nick Chubb almost finds the end zone. Now I might be changing my statement. When you're on the 1-yard line with 3 seconds left before half, this is a massive play. And, looks like Dan is going to line up in field goal. If I'm Austin, though, I might go field goal, like a fake field goal formation here, just in case. Looks like he's just going to take the field goal and go up 3. That might prove to be a very interesting call late in the game here. Some coaches in a big game like this in the Super Bowl might just try to take their 7 because that's, Dan gets the ball at half. He has an opportunity to go up 2 scores, maybe 2 touchdowns if he scores here, but he chooses to just go for 3, and we'll see what he does with this drive.
Yeah, and honestly, Cody, I really like it because, like you said, he's got the chance to double up here. He can still go up 2 scores with the touchdown in this drive, and having that lead at halftime, I mean, especially in a game that's close, you want to take everything you can get.
Yeah. All right, looks like Derek Carr is going to come out in shotgun again. And I agree with your call on the right when we're on the inside of the half there is I really like Dan switching it up. He's had a really nice balance of run and pass, which has really helped him. A lot of adjustments being made on both sides of the field. He sees the out route. Looked like Austin was basically covering everything in the middle and deep and was going to let him hit a little out route right there for 6 yards. That's as good as a 6-yard run, basically, but comes in the form of an out route.
Yep, and I think that's something we continue to see for the rest of the game. Both of these passing offenses doing well at getting short passes on first down.
Austin switching his coverage around, moving his guys. So I think Austin really needs to make sure he doesn't get stuck on his D-line anymore here. Big play there again by, I think that was Byron Jones on the edge. Just obliterates his receiver, and the receiver tries to make up for it and go to the second level to get the safety, but Chubb couldn't make anyone miss as the Cardinals were just swarming to the football.
Yeah, and I mean, eventually Chubb's going to get one of those animations, but we got to see some right stick from Dan with Chubb because there is yardage to be had.
Definitely. Looks like you lost 2 on that one, so it's going to be a 3rd and 6. Big third down here at the when coming out of half. You want to pick this up and get a really nice drive. So far, nobody open. Tries to hit the guy over the middle. Oh, it could have been picked. They're going to get him for DPI. Oh, no, that's a tough call right there. I think You know, it looked like the receiver kind of ran into the defender there. I don't know if I agree with that call.
I totally agree with you, Cody. I mean, that's what we've seen time and time again. It looked like Austin switched to the linebacker with Hicks there right as the ball was thrown, which unfortunately we've seen it where that can really hurt you.
Oh, a great read there by the user, but could not get in front of the ball, gets behind it, goes for the pass, then misses the tackle, but luckily he has some help there behind him to stop that from being a really large play, because that could have been big.
And I like that play from the user there. Obviously, almost got a big one. Left a guy wide open over the middle, but you got to take some risks in a high-scoring game like this on defense.
Definitely. Austin trying to dial up a lot of pressure here. It helps there as Dan goes to a run play, keeps him at 3rd and 2. But that's something I keep noticing is, yeah, Austin's going to a lot of these blitzes, trying to get Dan off balance and trying to really throw him off. But his O-line has been picking it up really well. He hasn't been getting quick heat at all. Dan's been patient and been dotting it up. Comes out in a strong formation. Looks like he was going for the wheel. This is a risky throw. Oh, and then they just can't get the ball before it goes out of bounds. That was really risky because he had his user underneath. He had the other DB over top. That could have been detrimental right there. This is a very long field goal with the wind, I assume, at his back. The kick is up. And it's good. Wow, what a big field goal there to go up 6. You know, a touchdown still gives Austin the 1-point lead, but, you know, that could have been very close if he didn't get full power on that. That could have been missed and given Austin some really optimal field position. But ultimately, here we are at the 25-yard line for the Cardinals. First time out of half here to get a chance to start moving the ball.
And that's huge. I mean, when you talk about the chance to double up, sure, you don't get a touchdown, but to get a 60 or I think a 59-yard field goal there to back up the field goal at halftime, take a 6-point lead, that's big. Now you get a chance for your defense to really make a play.
Austin likes what he sees with the D-line for like how the D-line's lined up here. He's going to go an inside zone, chooses to take it to the left side here, and is going to get 5 yards. You know, a bit weird that he didn't follow his fullback there and take that to the right side, but, you know, he picked up 5 yards, so you know, you're not going to complain as a coach.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, you're going to take 5 yards on first down every time, and Austin's doing a great job of audibling to the run when it's there.
Murray scrambles out, hits Travis Kelce. Looks like he's going to be about 2 yards short there. Really good. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, Kelce, I thought we'd see a little more of a midseason acquisition. One of the few guys that, you know, is a product of Austin when he came in on the roster. That's a big-time player. I thought we'd see a little more out of him thus far. Finally getting involved there.
It's Kelce, as you say it, he hits Kelce for his 2nd time in a row on a quick out route, as he knows he can trust those hands even if he takes a hit, but he gets down before taking that blow.
Yeah, and there he goes. I mean, just wait. He might start to fall into a rhythm with Kelce here. He can be really good that way.
Inside zone goes to David Johnson. Looked like there might have been a hole there, and it might have been Whitaker who just clogged that up and made a play. Tyler making some adjustments. Looks like he's blocking some extra people, expecting Dane to blitz. He doesn't, so this is going to be a tough pass to make here because he's not going to have very many options. A risky throw there. I mean, that was a rocket out of Kyler's hands there, though. If that throw was any slower, I think the linebacker gets in front of that and gets a pick. But I tell you what, he reared back and just launched that bad boy to Andy Isabella.
Yeah, that was a risky one. And you're risking a deflection, too. I mean, that's one I think Austin probably wants back.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Like I said, he was expecting Dan to blitz and, you know, took 2 of his routes off the field. And then so that's three routes against a lot of zones there. So that's tough to complete. Looks like Austin's setting something up here. He's got the tight end. He's going to wait. He's going to ultimately hit him and gets a nice spin move to stay in bounds and pick up a lot more yards. You know, that's tough. It was 3rd and 10. He didn't want to hit the tight end because he's looking for the first down. Looks like Austin on the turn a half here is going to be aggressive. He knows that, you know, we're nearing the 4th quarter here. We got about less than half of the 3rd quarter, and so he wants to be aggressive here and go get points. I'm not sure how I feel about this, but You know, the stats often say, you know, being aggressive on fourth down pays off.
And I love this. Risky, of course, but hey, this is the Super Bowl. This is what you play for.
Making a few adjustments. The pass rush just absolutely obliterates the right tackle. Josh Allen is all over the field tonight. Listen, if the Jaguars win this game, you might be looking at your Super Bowl MVP. That is 2 sacks and a pick 6 for him already, and we have a quarter and a half left to play.
And then you think about the guys that...
It's going to be a play action. Risky throw to DJ Chark, but he saw what Chark did earlier and wanted to give him a shot.
And that was just touching back to this Jaguars defense. The big guys that they had to start out in Madden 20, Miles Jack, Ramsey, Ngakoue. Those guys are all on different teams, yet this defense making big plays.
Definitely. Nick Chubb runs it on second down, 3rd and 7. That seems to be a bit of a theme here with Dan. Is he on 1st and 10, if he gets no yards or an incomplete pass, he's been going to that inside zone, and it's been working out for him. This time, though, only picks up 3, and he's got a long 3rd and 7 here. He has just a lot of time there. OBJ with, I don't know if he has jukebox or what he has, but gets a juke there and picks up a lot of yards. And now Dan is knocking on the door of scoring again. That 4th down play might have been catastrophic for Austin going for it here and not picking it up. Gets a run to the outside. Chubb gets the stiff arm that he's been looking for all game long. It comes at a crucial moment for Dan to go up. Let's see, what's that now? He's about to go up. Is that 14? Quick 13? Quick math?
2 here, Cody. You have to go for 2 here to try and make it a 14-point game.
That's true. That's very true. And looks like that's what he's going to choose to do, to go for 2, make it a 14-point game. You know, that when you were in Austin's shoes there, you really wanted to hold him to 3, but Nick Chubb said, not today. Drops back to throw. Doesn't see anyone. Tries to go to Chubb again. Just not a great play by the DB underneath there. He had him and just doesn't get to the ball. Doesn't get to the ball carrier. Chubb brings it in, and it is a 14-point game now. You know, if you're in Austin, Austin's very calm, cool, and collective, and I respect that because I'm a guy that freaks out a little bit, you know, as the time starts ticking away a little bit. So, but I got to think in a big game like this, he's starting to feel the pressure a little bit as the 3rd quarter is just almost over.
Well, the benefit for Austin here is you're playing a team in the Jaguars that, yeah, sure, they score a lot offensively, but they don't take long possessions, so you can get back in this one pretty easily.
Definitely. Looks like Austin is going to set up a play here. Looks like Allen might have got off the edge there. He's going to have to set his feet. If he would have waited, he might have had A. Ultimately, Hakeem Butler brings in a big play there. But if he would have waited, I think he had the time, he may have had a 1-play touchdown there to Kelsey.
Yeah, and that's one where you throw the deep ball to Kelsey and hope he can outrun the safety. I like taking the 25-yard gain for sure to Butler there. That's nice.
Again, that Jags D-line gets through. He's going to try to find somebody open. Just a really great play by Kyler Murray there. He trusts his wide receivers to go find the open part of the field instead of taking off for 4 or 5 yards. Austin and Kyler Murray know that this is a big game, and they need a touchdown on this drive.
Man, and I tell you what, I know there's no playmaker here, but these wide receivers are doing the playmaker themselves. That's huge.
Out route to pick up about 8 or 9 yards there. Big play to just keep the ball moving, keep going forward here. The Cardinals and Austin are really driving here. You know, I wouldn't be opposed to switching to an inside zone, which looks like he might do here to just try to pick up the 1st down. Great call. Oh no, it looks like he trips and he might have had a touchdown. The wide receiver had the safety locked up in a block. If he doesn't stumble there, that might have been 6.
Oh, man. And I think if you look back at that one, Austin's going to be sick of why that trip animation happened. The right tackle on a weird block, his right leg kicked back, and that caused the trip.
Murray drops back, B gets shut down, he gets hit. Wow, that could have been a risky run right there. He got hit as he threw the ball. I think that might have been... Yeah, it looks like maybe that was to the deep in route over the middle, but he got hit and it was a little bit inaccurate throw there. Yeah, gonna go to the flat, but Telvin Smith is there, and that's a risky throw. You know, this is now this gets a little tricky because when you're Austin, you want to be aggressive, but you want points to try to make this gap a little bit thinner. You know, I would try to get some yards, get some first downs here, or try to get a first down here. But me personally, I take the field goal if he doesn't get the first. Oh no, a risky throw, and Telvin Smith's going to pick this off. Can he outrun the O-lineman? No, the O-linemen are going to have the angle. Oh my goodness, what a big play there.
Man, and you talk about this Jaguars pass rush. That made that play. They've been all over Kyler Murray all game long. So he doesn't have time to scramble, and that's why he's in the pocket making a throw he probably shouldn't there. Great play.
That first, you know, in the first half, I feel like the Cardinals O-line was really going to work. And now in the second half, the Jags defense, or Jags D-line is really going to work. You know, if I'm the O-line coach, I'm really rallying those guys and telling them, like, listen, we need to get back. But this is a big defensive drive here for the Cardinals. They need a stop. They need a punt. They cannot allow any points here.
Yeah, if there was ever a time for a turnover, this was it.
Oh, no. He was in a man blitz there. The pressure does not get there, and Carr just waits for Callaway to outrun his defender in man coverage on the slant, and he picks up the first down. And, you know, I think if I'm correct here, we're about to be in the fourth quarter, so Dan, I think, is going to have the wind at his face. So he's probably still going to have to pick up quite a few yards here to make this a makeable field goal. So Austin isn't, out of it right here, but I think, someone is going to have to come up with a sack here, I think.
Totally agree with you, Cody. It's got to be Chandler Jones. He hasn't been anywhere all game.
There it is. So here we go. We got Byron Jones right there off the edge. Big play to stop Chubb for a 4-yard loss. That's as good as a sack, and you'll take that. Looks like Austin's going to dial up some pressure here again. Oh, no, he's got OBJ. That's Gardeck. He's going to outrun him, and that's just such a big throw right there. I mean, Dan and Derek Carr right now are just making great reads. He's seeing the blitzes. His O-line is giving him just enough time for his receivers to get open downfield and outrun these guys, and that's just a great throw. This right here, I mean, even if it's 3, this might make the game out of reach. Oh, my. If you're Austin there, Shaq Thompson with a massive hit, and you're just praying for a fumble there, but ultimately Nick Chubb wisely holds onto the ball because he knows a turnover cannot happen at this point of the game.
Absolutely fortunate for Dan and the Jags there. At this point, I'd go conservative carry if he hasn't already.
He goes all out blitz, and that's a touchdown to Boehringer. That's just one where Austin's trying to make a play. He's expecting run, and that's going to be a passing touchdown, and that's now a 21-point lead. Ocho in the chat says that was a bad read to Odell, and I don't know if I agree. That was a linebacker, I think, or maybe a safety underneath Odell, and he just was not going to catch up to Odell. So as long as you put some loft on that pass, I think that's a great read.
Well, and honestly, I think more of it comes from Ocho just being disappointed seeing another Florida team potentially win a Super Bowl in his stadium. I thought that was a beautiful read to Odell. And not only that, but an unbelievably smart decision to hit A for the conservative catch. The temptation with the end zone right there not to try and go with the catch and run. With that safety coming over the top, if he hits X, he's popping that ball out 95% of the time.
Definitely. Great spin by Andy Isabella there. Gets a little bit more yards. That could have been dangerous. Looked like he was starting to really feel it there. But Austin's going to have to really dial up a quick drive here to make this a game.
Yeah, surprised not to see the hurry up this drive here from Austin.
Oh no, it looks like he tried to go high pass because he saw the underneath linebacker there, Telvin Smith, and looked like he might have been in a spy, so he's afraid maybe to just do a normal one. So normal throw does high pass was inaccurate.
Yeah, and that honestly, if you're Austin, if you're good enough, that's basically a throwaway when you really have to have one.
He's going to try deep throw. That's just not a great throw out of Kyler. Looks like Kyler's a little rattled here. And ladies and gentlemen, I think we're looking at a ball game right now. It's going to have to be quite a miracle for Austin to come back from this. There's going to have to be a crazy turnover for a touchdown or something. I think we are nearing a Jacksonville Jaguars Super Bowl champion here.
And I think that was a 4 verticals play, which really I'm surprised. Normally see more creativity out of this Cardinals offense.
Definitely. Something to note, which is pretty crazy, is that going into this offseason, the Jacksonville Jaguars did not have a quarterback, I believe, and they picked up Derek Carr. They trusted him to get the job done late here, and he's done it. He's gotten the job done. Looks like the Cardinals then send a blitz there. They're just trying to make something happen, but again, the O-line and Derek Carr have enough time to find the open man, and it's a big first down.
And you understand what Austin's doing here, just trying to make something happen, but Dan just making every right read.
Definitely, yeah. You can't have you can't fault Austin for just blitzing all out, trying to make a play, trying to get Derek Carr to fumble the ball or something. Dan's gonna start using some clock here wisely. Gets Thompson, just an absolute nasty run user there with Austin and Shaq Thompson. Unfortunately, it's a little too late as this is a game that looks like it is all but over.
And Cody, going back to Derek Carr, I mean, you're right. He didn't have a plan at quarterback, just happened to get Carr in free agency for a 3-year, $14 million contract, by the way, which now that he's a superstar, Derek Carr might be the best quarterback in the league for years to come.
I agree. He's looking great in this game. Gardeck tries to get there, runs into some blockers, makes a big play, but Nick Chubb with that stiff arm ability just gets, we've got a connection issue here. Oh no, that would be unfortunate in a Super Bowl. I mean, a win is a win, but that would sting a little bit. Hopefully nothing happens here, because that would suck. Oh no, ladies. Oh, okay. Oh no, it's just a pause. They're just pausing to try to. Okay, wise. Looks like they're just pausing. Maybe Austin. Okay, no. Okay, looks like they're back here. I was thinking maybe Austin might cut his stream just to make sure it doesn't. Oh, looks like we're going back to the last play here. I was thinking Austin was maybe thinking about cutting his stream to avoid the lag out, which maybe he is still. And the Twitch stream here maybe is went backwards or something. When that pause happened, I thought it was the disconnect. Looks like they're going to try to pause here, though, and yeah, now we got this screen. This screen sometimes, yeah, it looks like maybe he turned it off, I think. Looks like that might have been it. Let's refresh here. Oh, they did. Looks like they did lag out. Oh, no, folks. That is tough. That is really, really tough. Oh, no. That stings. Man, I mean, it's still, a win is a win, but like he doesn't get to see like his player, raise the trophy at the end. Oh no. He said he cut his stream to try and save it, but did they lag out? I wonder if it was Lucky says start over in the chat. Oh man. Looks like maybe a FaceTime might be happening, like live on. Do we want to get a live FaceTime here? Like, you guys are live on stream. Like, what happened?
My internet that crashed.
Oh no.
So basically, I started to feel it get like real wobbly, so I tried to cut the stream to save it.
For sure.
I know how much it means. I know how much it means to see Lombardi posted at the end, so I was trying to do anything I could to help you out.
Like, good guy Austin here, trying to help Dan out stream, but unfortunately Dan's internet was on the fritz a bit. Went on the fritz, but a win's a win, right?
It's a win, Daniel. Congratulations.
Win is a win.
You outplayed.
Do we want the two Super Bowl coaches to join the party to have a little post game talk here?
Yeah.
All right, let's get it in. I think the viewers would love to see it. All right, we'll get the Super Bowl players in here for a little post game talk. You heard a lot of respect out of those two there. As Dan said, or as Austin said to Dan, he said, you just outplayed me, and that, that's respect. That is what it is, and honestly, it was a clean game. You didn't see anything lucky or chippy or weird happen. It was just a clean game.
I was very pleased with it. It really wasn't a lot of mistakes, few Kyler Murray overthrows, to be honest, but
a few. Yeah, Ben and I were talking in the in the commentary. Definitely a few Kyler Murray overthrows, but ultimately I think those came because in the first half the Cardinals O-line was really playing well, but in the second half that Jags D-line just got fired up and were just firing at the ball.
And the boys were eating. They were eating.
Do we have a comment, a post-game comment from?
Congratulate you on what I believe is your first Better League Super Bowl. Is that right?
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, Ben.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Do we have a post-game comment from the losing Super Bowl coach? It's tough to hear, tough to say. He's in the party, but is he here currently?
Yeah, I'm here.
What's your thoughts on the game?
It was a good game. We didn't really play well enough in any facet of the game today to win. We needed to play better in offense, better in defense, better in special teams. Needed a lot better coaching. We got outplayed. Proud of the way the team fought this season. A lot of adversity. Congratulations to Daniel. It's a huge win. That's a brother of mine. If you guys could link the family tree back together, I'm sure you guys were doing that during the stream.
Yeah.
And I'm happy for him. And,
yeah. Honestly,
Thank you guys.
Yeah, Ben and I were saying during the stream, really what it came down to, it was, the Jacksonville Jaguars just made a couple more big plays. That DJ Chark touchdown was huge. He just, one-on-one, who's going to win? And, Chark won that matchup. And then, because of the pressure, I think Kyler Murray had a couple questionable throws, whether that just be pressure or whether that just be, whatever it was. And, the Jaguars on defense made a couple more plays than the Cardinals defense, which I think was the outlier.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I know from talking with Kyler, he didn't feel comfortable in the pocket at all. He said he kept seeing these things like blinking on his screen every time when he snapped the ball. Like literally every play, it was just blink, 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 blink. And credit to Jacksonville. They put a great front seven in there. Wreaked havoc all season, and congrats to Dan.
Definitely, and I think the two biggest storylines of the game were this, and Ben and I discussed this. Number one was Derek Carr didn't know what team he was going to play on in the offseason. And the Jaguars didn't know who their quarterback was in the offseason. And he came in and he played great. The Jaguars faced some adversity. I think they got 70 burgered or something like that during the season. And that has to be terrible for the confidence. But the coach really rallied them together and said, listen, it's not about one game, during the season. It's about finishing it. It's about getting to the bowl and winning that game. And so, you really bounce the guys back. And then I think the other one, and this is going to be unfortunate, obviously, because of the disconnect. But, I think we can all agree that Myles Jack would have been the Super Bowl MVP with that really big read by him on the RPO to see that little bubble screen and jumping that.
Josh Allen.
That was Josh Allen.
Oh, what did I say?
Myles Jack.
Oh, it's my fault. I meant Josh Allen. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, that's one of the only times I've ever put him in coverage all year. He's been pass rushing every single time.
Yeah, and I think he had 2 sacks and a pick six, so just a really big game out of Josh Allen.
Yeah, he really, really showed up to play. Coach Michael Collins of the Jacksonville Jaguars, if you ask him who his best football player is, many people would think he'd say Odell Beckham, but he'd actually say Josh Allen because he is phenomenal.
Yeah. Well, listen, gentlemen, it was a great game. I know that's a bit unfortunate, but I'm going to go ahead and play
some acknowledgments.
Yeah, while you do it, go ahead and make some acknowledgments, and I'm going to play the Lombardi Trophy reprise while you do it.
Okay. I'd like to thank everyone in Better League for giving me a chance to compete. I know we had a little rough start in start of 20. Jared got me kicked, but I'm actually eternally grateful for that. We were able to recoup get a good team, and really compete. And I'd like to thank Alex for bringing me back. I'd like to thank everyone for believing in me. I would like to thank Ocho for doubting me. He can go fuck off. Because I have done more than he's ever done in CFMs, by far. So, yeah. So, I'm just grateful, just eternally grateful for the opportunities everyone's given me and my team to compete. So, I'd like to just thank everyone.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it.
Dan, we are definitely proud of you and so glad to have you back. I gotta ask, though, now that you finally are wearing the crown of champion here in the Better League, what is your level of hunger right now to get back next year?
Oh, 100%. We're here to compete. We're here to compete this year, next year, the year after. So I love this team. I love the guys I have. I drafted some great guys, and they're really wonderful. My team is so great. I'm just in love with this team. So I'll be back. I'll be back to compete, and it's really a joy competing with you guys in Better League. Really is.
You love to hear it. Ladies and gentlemen, there it is. Your Better League
That's great stuff.
2020 Super Bowl
Austin,
champion.
You got to congratulate Austin on what was a great season in his return, coming back with a Cardinals team that didn't have a lot of success. 4-time Super Bowl winner. Austin, does this just really kind of bring back that crave for another ring?
Yeah, it definitely makes it rather humbling. This is the first time coaching a group of gentlemen that I didn't come out hoisting the Lombardi Trophy in any CFM. It hurts, but it's always good to be humbled in life, and we're looking forward to next season.
Looking forward to next season. Yes. Well, listen, ladies and gentlemen, your Better League your Super Bowl 22 champion, Big Dan 98X and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Give it up, ladies and gentlemen. Listen, that's going to be all for us. We are ready for next season. I hope you guys are ready to compete, ready to grind. It is time to go get yourself a ring. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. Ben, what do you got to say?
Subscribe to Cody Young's son.
I love it. I love it. Listen, it was a pleasure to be in the booth with my boy Ben, and it was a great season, great year. We'll see you guys next time. We're out.